Oh, Theo, good morning, America! How's it going, my friends and friends? All right, let's get this show on the road. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, first of all, it was a good morning. I guess you say good morning. I got up, I woke up, this morning, and I was set on my merry way. Uh, but anyway, and Wendigo is in the background crowing his head off. Yeah, so you'll hear that. And you will hear the birds in the background too. All right, and I got up late. And, uh, well, that's kind of a good thing and it's a bad thing, especially when you're on a schedule with the animals. Yeah, I think they're protesting. Dang it. Next thing you know, I'll have a riot out there. I think they've been watching too much of TV, watching those yahoos out there protesting, which ain't really protesting, but riots. Anyway, all right. I want to talk to you about a serious subject. All right. I want to talk to you about water, life giving water, precious water. It's really important to have water, which we all know. That's like, no, duh, Sherlock. All right. But the thing is, all right, how many of you know how to find water in emergencies? You know, that you can think of a lot of situations, you know, uh, let's say, depending on where you're living, right? Whether you're out in the country, in the city, or whatever, right? I mean, let's face it, any kind of emergency can come up. I mean, you can have tornadoes, you can have earthquakes, you can have tsunamis, depending on where you're living, and all this. And the list goes on. You can even have a nuclear war, or just war in general, whatever, right? Anything can happen. Now, and I will give a few scenarios because I'm not going to stay on here long, I promise, because I got to take care of some animals, all right? But anyway, the thing is, let's say, all right, let's start out with this. All right, maybe you're hiking. All right, this is just giving you some lists of scenarios and things to give you an idea what to do, where to find water. Maybe you're hiking and you got lost or whatever. Whatever situation you can think of that it could happen. And it has happened to a lot of people, all right? So, the thing that you got to remember to do is not panic, especially when you're, first of all, especially if you're, most people do their hiking in spring and especially summer. And, you get, well, worked up, you're sweating and stuff and everything, you're needing water. Well, you had a bottle of water, but you drank it all up. Now, let's hope that, you'll remember if you got a water bottle with you. I'd hope you'd have a canteen with you, but if you got a little water bottle, okay, don't ever throw it away. First of all, if you're going out hiking, do not throw away that water bottle, okay? So, what you got to remember is this, depending on where you're hiking. I'll cover other subjects another time, but I'm just giving you a few little scenarios and situations maybe to help you and get them creative juices flowing in your brain. All right. Excuse me. Blowing stuff off over here. All right. Now, let's say, all right, got your water bottle and you done drank up your water. And let's assume you have not thrown away that bottle. All right. I'm just telling you this up front. So that way, in case in the future, when you're out hiking, camping, and all this, you will remember this. All right. All right, remember this. It's easy for a person to get lost hiking and stuff because you're enjoying the scenery, and your mind's drifting here and there, and you just, enjoying things, right? And eventually, you drink up your water, and you didn't have another water bottle with water. All right. Let me just say, first of all, if you're going to take water with you, bring 3 or 4 bottles, okay? With you. All right. That's one suggestion. But eventually, now, if you get lost, eventually at some point, uh, that's going to be gone. And then, you're just out of luck, Sherlock, right? Well, not necessarily. Depending on where you're at. I mean, there's different things you can do, but I'm going to give this one situation and we'll move on. All right, let's say, all right, you ran out and you're around somewhere. I mean, even though it might be some miles away. All right, now you don't want to drift too far from where you're at because somebody's going to be looking for you. All right, and you don't want to make it harder for them and then get yourself on the way that to where when you are found, you're dead. You don't want that. All right. So, all right, let's say there's a waterway some miles away. All right, and in the mornings there's dew, fog, and all this kind of stuff. Always carry you first of all a bandana. All right. Now the grasses, the leaves and stuff and everything are damp. From the dew. Where it's dripping. It's on the grass. And it's on the leaves and stuff. I would suggest that you, first of all, if you got a knife, always carry a knife with you. All right, the very top of your bottle, the where you put to your old kisser. All right, you want to cut some of that off on the top. All right. Now, what you do is you take your bandana. You can go around to all the different things like the tree leaves and stuff, bushes, tall grass, whatever, and just take your hand, extend your hand out with your bandana, handkerchief, whatever, and just run it through. Go around and get that thing wet. And trust me, it don't take long for it to get wet. And then you squeeze it, drain the water out of it into your bottle container, right? Now, I'm just only giving you one little scenario here and explaining briefly what to do. Now, there's other ways to go about it, but I'm just giving you some ideas. And you're like, oh, yeah, but I could do this. Well, then do it, right? So that's what you do. You take that, and what you do is like I said, you drain it. And now we're talking emergency, right? And you got you some drinking water. Now, normally what you do is you get a chance, if you have matches and such, you'd go to the twigs and things and dry grass and everything and get you a little fire going, you know. And if you got a fire striker, know how to use that, your ferro rod and all that, then you do that, whatever. But get your fire going. And now I don't, again, um, look up on YouTube, on boiling water, you know, uh, in emergencies and all this kind of stuff, and in plastic bottles, how to do that. Now, I wouldn't do this. I don't recommend you do it all the time because, there's chemicals in that plastic bottle and it gets released through the heat. But in an emergency, I'm talking about an emergency. This is what you would do if you're going to have to boil water. Now, there's other things you can do to do that and all that. And I'm not going into that right now. But in that situation, all right, go to YouTube, look at on how to boil water in plastic bottles. I'm sure you will find plenty there. All right, but that's one way to get water in that situation. like I said, I will cover other things at another time. I'm pressed on time this morning. All right, another thing is, like, say, at home, all right, storms, what have you, and all this, maybe the water company, the people, the water department has been working on some pipes and stuff. So, you have to boil water and all this, but yet you're getting all this mud and crap and stuff in there. You don't want that. Well, thing is, you want to have good drinking water. Could be a war going on and all this, whatever. Thing is, you want good drinking water. All right. So, guess what? Your toilet. Oh, no, 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 no. Get that out of your head. I'm not talking about the toilet bowl. Oh, heck no. Oh, you're gross. Oh, oh, no. Oh, heck no. No. We're not doing the thing from the toilet bowl. Oh, heck no. We're talking about the water tank. Oh, yeah. That's a good source right there. And then there is the water heater. Usually there's a drain valve on there. You can drain some of the water out of that. Probably, the best is to get a garden hose. Most, not all, have that little feature there, but I think they should all have, and I think most of them usually do, where you can hook your water hose to that drain valve, which is at the bottom of your tank. And then you run the hose over to your tub, or if you got some clean 5-gallon buckets, which I would suggest have a few. You can get at Walmart. They don't cost you much. Get that. You can drain the water out of that into there. Oh yeah, and that's your other source. All right. And also, you can go out and, like, say, it's raining, right? What you can do and stuff, for one, and if it's not raining, and, in case whenever it does rain, what you do is you make sure you have uh, 5 gallon or 10 gallons, whatever kind of, you can have them big old barrels out there where it can catch the rain. And I would suggest put a screen over the top of it so no debris and stuff gets down in there. And also, you can put moss over that, and but you can just use a screen to catch your water. I mean, the bucket. Excuse me, screen. Hello. No, the bucket to catch the water. All right, and where the screen will, keep all the debris from getting down in there. And then you got drinking water or water to wash with, and or even, you can have water for your animals and everything else too, and maybe some water for, your plants, like your garden and what have you. And that will go into another discussion on another time. But I wanted to throw out some ideas to you. Okay. And also, you can take a tarp, and if you tie it, think of it like you're trying to do a like a half A-frame, a lean-to style. All right, you can have where it sags in the center, so that way, when tie it up how you want to against your house, your shed, some trees there, where when it rains, it will filter, it will not filter, but funnel the water down into your containers. All right. Now, mind you, it's always good suggestion that you do want to purify your water just in case, right? But in emergencies, sometimes you have to dispense like, oh heck, I ain't got time for that. I need water now. Well, you got it, but it's probably good though to filter it anyway. Because let's say if you or some others got cut, and then you need to clean the wounds. Yeah, it's probably better that you purify that water. Okay. Because you don't want any kind of an infection set in while you're trying to clean the wounds and help the person or yourself, to keep from getting the infection. This is These are just few ideas and just a given few minutes or so to throw at you, and I'm sure that if you think about it, you will get some good ideas on collecting water in case you never thought about it. And there's always some good videos on YouTube to show you how to get water, in emergencies. All right. And there's some good ones out there. And also, I would recommend going to Second Star Survival on YouTube and to Dave Canterbury on YouTube. All right. They got great ideas and everything. And hey, I would even suggest to check out Canadian Prepper. But anyway, it gives you all these people give you good ideas on what to do in dire situations and things, especially even for water, even food and so, which I will cover another time when I have more time. But I just thought I would share this with you, and I dearly hope that y'all have been real good. Have y'all been good? Has everything been going great with y'all? I hope so. Man, I tell you what, it sucks when you get around my age, and I'm telling you, it does. It really sucks. Yeah, aches and pains and everything, and you get on a tight schedule with your animals, and then especially you oversleep, and then you're like, oh Lord, now you're having to rushing around and everything, so you're kind of put behind. That's where I'm at right now, so anyway, excuse me just a second here. Hold on, don't go nowhere yet. Okay. Anyway, pardon me. So, I'm hoping that you all, did I say you all? What about just y'all? I hope y'all. I hope that everyone is having a great day, that you're doing well, and that you will be blessed in all your endeavors. And even to my enemies, I want to say I do not wish ill on you, not at all. Actually, I hope on the contrary that you have a good life and good days and things ahead. And so I'm hoping everyone will be blessed all the way around. And so let me say that I love you all. And you remember, come on back to Old Fart Talk here on YouTube. And to hey, come to Facebook, you can send me a friend request. Say I heard your show, Old Fart Talk, and all this, and hey, sign me up. And I will accept, but if it's anyone else, I'm really not going to. Okay, if I don't know you, or my friends has not sent you personally, then I'm probably not going to accept it, because I get too much crap from the scammers and stuff. I don't want it. All right. And to Susan, big hugs and shout out to you, Susan Montgomery. Go to her on Facebook and tell her that Warhorse sent you, okay? She has great native supplies and, items, crafts that, that she makes and stuff. I mean, just check her out and, hey, ask her how much and how you can get them and all that, Hey, she's a great lady. All right, so I will catch you guys later. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you in the funny papers. Aho and wado.